Making the Revenant was about man's relationship to the natural world, a world that we collectively felt in 2015 as the hottest year in recorded history.
In one of the most anticipated Oscar speeches, actor Leonardo DiCaprio calls viewers' attention to an environmental issue.
Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species.
This is the first Oscar speech to tackle any environmental issue and shed light on a field that is often overlooked. Environmental science is an interdisciplinary academic field that integrates physical, biological, and information sciences to the study of the environment and the solution of environmental problems. As a country, the United Arab Emirates has started over 14 projects to sustain the environment and has been very active at encouraging youth to make a change. In the American University of Sharjah, the number of students joining the program is little compared to other sciences of the same college. Faris Feghali, born in Lebanon, has always been interested in the field and has been an active environmentalist since the age of 16. Now 20, Faris majors in environmental science with a concentration in environmental and analytical chemistry while minoring in environmental engineering.
Thank you for joining me today, Faris. So what are some of the biggest misconceptions about environmental sciences as a major?
Firstly, I'd like to thank you for having me, Nof. I've come to realize, especially at the American University of Sharjah, that environmental science majors aren't taken as seriously as, for instance, the engineers. A lot of people tend to refer to us as tree huggers, or we only care about recycling paper or not littering. But in reality, environmental science is about finding solutions to real-world issues that are damaging the environment and ensuring that there are resources for future generations to use.
So what are some of the biggest environmental issues facing this region?
There are two main issues that the UAE faces. First of all, as you know, it's a dry country. Most of it is a desert land. So one of the major problems is clean water, finding clean water sources. Some of the solutions include taking seawater and cleaning it up to provide it to the population. The other main problem that this country faces is with air pollution. So there's a lot of construction work and there are a lot of vehicles on the road at all times. So this contributes to polluting the air and the environment.
As an environmentalist, what are some of the projects that you are working on currently to prevent some of the issues here in the region?
Well, currently, as an environmental science major at this university, I'm pretty restricted to working on campus. One of the projects that I'm actually urging our department to finance or to help out with is to create smoking areas. As you know, there is no smoking room on campus. It's a smoke-free campus. But I would like to create designated smoking areas for smoker students so that we could stop the smoking in the bathrooms and in other areas where it's restricted, and to ensure that the smoke that is created from the smoking products is controlled.
Okay, so what can an individual, a normal individual, do about the environment to make it a better place for everyone?
Well, the typical answer would be recycle paper and don't waste water, but one of the main things would be to carpool. I notice that a lot of people have cars here, but if you live close by or if you live at dorms, don't use the cars, or carpool if you're going out, for instance, on the weekend. Try to cut down on wasting water. Don't use as many plastic bottles. Those are the main things that students can do to help protect the environment.
What are some of the problems that environmental science majors face on a daily basis?
Well, one of our main problems, or something that we urge for, is for people to take us more seriously. A lot of people tend to think that most of the things that we work with are the work of science fiction. Some people still don't believe in global warming or climate change. So something that environmental scientists face is getting people to, first of all, believe what we're saying, and second of all, to take a course of action to help change things for the better.
So what is the relationship between the environment and religion?
So all religions basically put forth the idea that we need to protect the environment. It's not our belonging, it doesn't belong to us. It needs to be protected, and we need to make sure that we do protect the environment according to religion to make sure that future generations can use it as well.
Okay, so we've come at the end of this interview. Is there anything that you would like to add?
again, thank you for having me. And even though we're all individuals and we're only capable of making small change, together we can make a much greater one, and I think that the environment really deserves it.
And thank you so much for coming today and sharing all these valuable information.